man, thank you for what you guys do, and appreciate you guys having me on.
We were trying not to score and everything. We hit about 30, 33s or something.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of felt that. We kind of feed off that energy.
This place is amazing. Like I really love Duke, and I love the atmosphere I'm in here.
Mark Williams, beast mode. Paolo first half, he had the cramping stuff. Fair enough. Beast mode.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Not a real podcast today. We just wanted to check in with y'all real quick. It's still some news going on, even though it's the quiet part of the off season. So we had to give y'all a little update, give our thoughts, what's going on. Kind of calm some of you down. Some of y'all were going crazy in my message.
It was going nuts yesterday.
But I'm here with my guy Jamahal. Russ is somewhere in Chicago, not at the combine, but probably eating pizza or something. But Jamahal, how you doing, brother?
Doing fine, man. I'm good.
Yeah, man. We're giving you as much content as we can this off season. Obviously,
going crazy.
Yeah, we can't do too much when there's not much going on. Although we may have something in the works soon, an evergreen priest that I promised y'all a while back. But besides that, we're taking a little break as well. But some news we gotta talk about because the NBA Combine was this week. Duke had 3 guys from last year participating: Cameron Boozer, Isaiah Evans, and Malik Brown. And the fourth was the committed guy, John Blackwell, who some people I've seen on my timeline is Cedric Howard 2.0. 2.0 situation here. People scared. So I said, let's hop on the pod and let's just address this now and give our thoughts now while people are still panicking.
They definitely panicking. They was going crazy yesterday. I was reading some of the tweets, man.
Yeah, I've just been like, I've been trying to calm people down without coming off as disrespectful, because I know John Blackwell will see the tweets. So realistically, I was always like, no, it's not happening. It's not happening.
I get why everybody feel like that. I mean, the parallels are there. We got a prize guy in the transfer portal who everybody was excited about, was going to start for us at the 2 guard. Everybody presumed he would be the starting 2 guard. And decided to put his name in the draft. So, of course, everybody is going to be like, wait, we saw this movie last year. And we saw how it ended last year when the combine started. And then based off of the very first scrimmage, everybody was like, oh, here we go. Cedric Howard all over again. So, yeah, man, y'all, we got the highlights coming here. This is from the first scrimmage, because they wore white today and the one today. But, yeah, man, it mixed reviews, I guess, based off of both scrimmages that he played in. The one that Zion got clips of right now looked really good. Shot it well. I think it was 6 of 11 total.
16 points.
Yeah, 16 points, played 22 minutes. Ironically enough, the game where he played the best is the one he came off of the bench in. Came off of the bench in this game, the first game of the game he played today, and he started, actually played with Braden Smith. And that's one of the things I was like, okay, so we'll get an idea of what he'll look like playing with a guy like Caden Boozer. Like that, I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those Duke fans. Like, I watch for stuff like that. Like, he did shoot the ball like particularly well today in the scrimmage, no, but it's certain things that I wanted to see, like basically how he would be able to maneuver in the backcourt with another on ball presence, like at the point guard position. So,
Yeah. I think, just to give y'all my answer now, no, I do not think John Blackwell is entering the draft. I never thought it was going to happen. I've been telling y'all on the timeline as much as possible. I don't think it's going to happen. It's not a Cedric Howard situation. John Blackwell is not projected in many drafts. There are some mock drafts his name is not there. Some you'll probably find him late second round. So, it was going to take a lot. I know we were talking even before we start recording, like you said, it was going to take a lot for this.
He was going to have to go nuts.
Nuts. And adding on to that, his measurements were going to have to be, at least good enough. And I don't think, they were good enough in terms. Obviously, everyone saw his
The
wingspan.
wingspan
Yeah.
raised everybody's eyebrows.
Yeah, and he wasn't that. I mean, people already knew he was like 6'4". I think that was maybe confirmed a little bit. So, at that size, at the 2 guard, and I think a lot of his agility and max vert weren't eye popping. So that already put him behind. And I think at that point, once that was confirmed, it was kind of already written. No matter what he did in the scrimmage, like scouts aren't impressed by him making threes. They have a whole season of him shooting ridiculously. Like they're looking for the things, like playing on the ball in the
Can
scrimmage.
you run a team successfully? Like that type of stuff.
Yeah, and I don't think especially today he struggled. Both scrimmages he kind of struggled taking care of the ball. Had 4 turnovers in each, and the flip side is Duke fans. I don't think that's something you should worry about. Like Jamal said, he's playing next to Caden Boozer. He'll have Deron Rippey on his side. He'll also have Caleb Foster on his side. So as much as he says he wants to be a point guard. He may have the opportunity to initiate next year, but he's not going to be, a point guard. So,
no.
Yeah.
It's a mentality thing, too. Like, that's what we were saying. Point guard is more of like, and I got why he was saying that. He has NBA ambitions, and he knows what his measurements are. Like, he didn't really need the combine. Like, he knows he's an undersized 2-guard. And at the next level, that more than likely – to get there and to get the success that he wants at the next level, he's going to have to play the point. And just like Zion said, he kind of struggled a lot with ball security and the scrimmages at the NBA combine, turned the ball over a lot. And that's one of the things, like, it's just like, all right, so that could be, you could look at it two different ways. You could kind of look at it as like, all right, the pressure of the guy in the most serious job interview of his life, like, pretty much in a job, like, I mean, like pressure, like that type of stuff happens. Like it's he played a really good game scoring wise, but like Zion said, we know that you could put the ball in the hole. Let's see the other things like at this particular level, and the pressure of that, that could have had something to do with the performance. But you could look at it like that. You could just look at it like flat out, this guy's not a point guard. He's a 2. He's an undersized 2. Embrace being undersized 2 and fill it up as much as you can, because the fact of the matter is that shooting cures all ailments at the next level in basketball, period. But if you can make enough shots, we can figure the rest of that other stuff out. So as long as he can make enough shots, man, that's his best bet as far as like success at the next level. That is why he wanted to, he made the statements about wanting to play point guard. He was already planting the seeds in the scout's head. Like, look, y'all, I can run a show. I'm not just a guy that can get buckets. Don't look at me as just an undersized 2 guards, because that'll kind of pigeonhole him into a tweener, so to speak, and that could ruin his draft stock or position at the NBA if scouts look at him as a guy that can only play at the scoring guard position. But he'll get his opportunities with this roster next year to bring the ball. Like, he's a really good rebounder. He can get the ball and advance it in transition and stuff like that. So he'll get his opportunities to play on the ball. But like, I'm with you, it won't be like exclusively at the PG position, which it doesn't need to be.
Yeah, and I mean, that's why he's going to Duke. Duke is going to put him in position to show a little bit more, improve in that area as well. I like that you pointed out his rebound, and that was something I noticed in these scrimmages. I think he had 5 yesterday. He had 7 today.
He's a really good rebounder at the guard position.
Really good rebounder, physical. I loved him attacking the rim. You see these highlights. And funny enough, he's scoring on Malik on all of these highlights. I love to see that. Him attacking the rim aggressively, because I think he's gonna have a lot of open lanes on this team to attack the rim, and we're gonna need, without a Cam Boozer, we're gonna need more of the guards, attacking the rim and fishing.
Rim pressure.
We know what Caden could do already. We know what Deron Rippey does athletically to put rim pressure. So I think seeing that was really encouraging, and I think he's going to be a star. Like there's no negative to take away from this from a collegiate standpoint. He's going to be a star at Duke. So I just think people need to calm down, breathe just a little bit, just breathe a little bit. You know,
this fan base is, PTSD, man. Like I said, once you get into the combine and once everybody saw the performance in day one, that panic meters went off. I think if everybody would have taken it if they would have saw what happened today, though, But
yeah. And his numbers today, I think 1 of 7 from the field, struggled from the 3-baller. I saw he hit a wide open 3, that's what he does. One of the best in the country at shooting open shots. 1 of 5 from 3, 4 turnovers. They get a couple assists and the 7 rebounds. So
they did win in blowout fashion, but
yeah.
Individually.
But yeah, I think from his standpoint, he knows what he has to work on now. I can't imagine. I mean, I feel like he's still going to work out for teams, maybe in the next week, and then we'll probably have his decision soon. But I think we have his decision already. I mean, we were talking about it before the show. If you look at it from a standpoint of even just the money wise, what people, even if he was magically a first round pick at the end of the first round, he'd probably still be making more at Duke next year. So, get to Duke, have a great season, make a deep run, win a national championship, and
come back in a weaker draft class.
Yeah, that first round is still possible. But I think we just have to come on here and calm everybody down for the panic that was happening.
People panic like that, but I mean, this is what the process is for. A lot of these guys, and it worked out well for Cedric Coward last year, and that's what the combine is for. You get there and show scout. I might have a little something extra, but a lot of these guys, the fact that one of the things that I love is the NBA and the NCAA. I'm not sure who cultivated the rule, but they're allowing these guys literally into the very last minute to decide whether you can literally go through this process. Like when I was coming up, you couldn't even go through the combine. Like once you got here, it was over. You couldn't come back to school. So a lot of these guys going here and just getting this feedback from the scouts themselves. Like, okay, this is what we really want to see you work on. We got you running NBA sets in an NBA style game. You're playing 4 quarters and all of this type of stuff. This is what we want to see you work on this at your team next year, and then we'll look at you at this particular position next year when it's time for you. So he's doing what everybody calm down. This is what it was for. He always knew he wanted to get the extra feedback, and the plan was to get this and to come back. So, y'all just relax. Like what Aaron Rodgers said, relax.
Relax, man. Relax.
Yeah, I can't believe I quoted Aaron Rodgers. I really don't like him.
And other common news, shout out to Malik Brown. Malik Brown was hooping a little bit.
Malik getting ready to make a roster, man.
Hey, man, it'll be really dope to see Malik on the NBA roster. Even if it's a 2-way contract. Showed a little bit of NBA range yesterday. Shout out to him, working on that range. I think he had 8 points and 7 rebounds today in the second scrimmage. Had a couple
right there.
Hey, man. I think he could add a lot to a franchise. Strip John Blackwell there. But yeah, shout out to Malik, man. We're rooting
hitting free throws. Let's go.
Hitting free throws, man. Hitting free throws. Yeah. Although it's crazy because he hit free throws in the scrimmage. He was the worst free throw shooter in the combine and the drills. I think he shot 3 for 10. But
that's the Malik I know.
Game reps matter more.
Shout out to Malik, man. I really think, like you said, he can bring a lot of value to an NBA roster. He does a lot of things on the defensive end. If he can hit that pop, like you just saw him hit that stretch 3, if he can hit that on a consistent level, he will be a regular on anybody's rotation with the things he can do defensively and with the passing out of the high post. So, yeah, Malik is going to be in the league, no doubt.
Man, we rooting for you. Shout out to Slim as well. Slim and Cam Boozer. Cam Boozer shutting a lot of people up. People say he's unathletic, but he's beating Caleb Wilson in drills. Numbers don't lie. We'll see.
Caleb Wilson in drills, out shooting AJ DeBonsa in the 3-point shooting star drill.
Talk about it, man.
You know what I mean? That whole Cam Boozer not capable of being the number 1 pick. A lot of that is good, which I don't know. I don't really think he fits with Washington, but his performance at the combine is gonna make it a conversation now. the conversation gonna have to be a lot differently based off how he performed, and all three of them really performed at the combine.
Yeah, I was talking about it yesterday. I feel like the only thing that's holding him back from being in the number one conversation right now is the actual team.
Yeah, he just don't fit for Washington.
Yeah, unless Washington is deciding to trade Anthony Davis, unless
which he wants to be. If they trade Anthony Davis, it's a different story now.
Yeah, or the Utah Jazz decide, we want to get rid of Walker Kessler and play Cam with Lauri Markkanen and Jaren Jackson. Sure, but besides that, I think he probably lands in Memphis, which is still a good spot for him. So I think Cam has a lot to look forward to in terms of the future, obviously. And I think
he said he hit 9 straight in the star drill yesterday.
Yeah,
he hit 9 straight.
9 straight, 19 of 25 overall. The kid's a shooter. I've been saying since they want to, people were obviously doing the Cooper and Cameron Boozer comparisons. I was saying Cam Boozer is a much better shooter than Cooper Flag, but he just doesn't have to show it because he can get whatever he wants down low. So he's gonna shut a lot of people up. A lot of people questioning his transition to the league and playing against bigger and physical guys. Even though he's 250,
I was about to say, he's the size of a grown man.
I don't know how many guys in the league are 250 moving like that. But if that's the narrative we're gonna go with, sure. Let's just wait and see. But it should be a fun career to watch for him. But yeah, besides that, we just came on here to talk John Blackwell. It's not gonna be a long pod. This is pretty much it. I don't know if you got anything else, Jamal, before we head out of here.
Nothing much else, man. I'm just excited, just like everybody else. Can't wait for the summer workouts to start and them to start releasing the videos. I hope they do an open practice this year. I plan on showing up.
Yes,
and I'm just excited. I'm ready to see the actual team now that we have the roster set. Looks like the schedule is gonna be brutal again. I'm ready to see the guys actually get on the court and see some on court work.
Oh, well, I guess we do have one more thing to talk about, the schedule, because we did get we got Illinois now.
The home and home thing with Illinois, right? Yep.
That is going to be Illinois is going to be a top 5 team coming into the season. So we'll see, obviously, where that ends up for us in terms of a resume builder. But they're coming to camera first. And we got to get back, because I saw a lame tweet yesterday from an Illinois fan saying the last time they were in camera.
The COVID game,
bro.
Get out of here, man. Come on, bring up the COVID game, bro. Come on, man.
And ignoring the fact that the last time Duke and Illinois played, Duke won by 43 points and never trailed.
Really?
Come on.
You're gonna bring up the last time they went to Cameron, it was literally no fans in Cameron.
No fans.
The real Cameron experience, man. Get out of here.
So we're gonna see. You're gonna get the real Cameron experience now.
Real Cameron experience now for sure.
So we'll see. But it is a crazy non-conference schedule. UConn, Michigan State. Michigan game might be changed apparently, but we'll see.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah, we'll see how that ends up. Gonzaga, the SEC ACC challenge. Hopefully we get a Florida. That would just be the icing on top. And
I wouldn't mind if it's Arkansas neither, but it's got to be either Florida or Arkansas.
Yeah.
It can't be Alabama or none of those other teams. It's got to be one
or Tennessee. Tennessee will be good too, but there is whispers that Tennessee is the preseason exhibition game again.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, but we'll see. I think the schedule is going to be ridiculous. It may be up there as the greatest non-conference schedule for Duke ever. And they still have
years, huh?
back-to-back years, and they still have the I think they'll do an opening game. They announced Coastal
Carolina. We playing Coastal Carolina or somebody like that.
Yeah, that should be the second game of the season, but I think opening night is probably a game they're planning to put similar to last year, like a Texas.
That's their opening game. That's what I mean.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be a fun season, but we'll tune in. We'll tune in with y'all a bit. You know, I don't know. I don't have a time frame on it. We'll see. We'll see.
Whenever the news roll in, we'll be back up there.
Yeah, you know. But I'll be watching. Boomsday. Boomsday has some games this weekend, so I'll be tapped in. I'll be tapped in there. I think that'll be his last games before he goes to Durham. So, exciting time. It's about to be a fun year. Please stop worrying about John Blackwell. Leave me alone in my mentions. See another day. Yo, he's gonna leave us. He's gone. He's gone. I might block you. So,
like even if like he did that, this if it's any roster that's equipped to absorb that blow, is this one. Like
I'm still right now in the mode until they prove to me is not accurate. I still think we're gonna play 10 people at this point. So
I mean, I get it. I just John gonna have to prove to me he a different person. He just gonna have to prove it to me. I don't think he got it in him. I would love for him to play 10 guys consistently. I just don't believe it, man. I just do. He's never been like that. Coach K was the same way. He cut from that cloth, man. So hopefully,
at least 9 though. At least 9. But like this team too talented, bro. I'm like it's too talented. But we'll see. We got a whole summer ahead. Things will fix themselves. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. We'll be back soon. Go Duke.
Let's go.
Go NBA draft. All the fellas in the NBA draft. Good luck to them.
Yeah.